I'm scared. I'm scared about the future. I sometimes have trouble sleeping. Going to sleep at night because I'm afraid it might be my last night. I try and appreciate every day. I try and treat the people I love with more patience and be there for them, because I feel my biggest legacy I can leave to people is a part of me, you know? And so when I'm gone, they can just think of me and they can have part of me with them. And that is the biggest legacy I could give to anybody, is love.
Of millions of Americans, tomorrow it could affect you. According to the American Cancer Society, breast and ovarian cancers strike nearly 600 women every day in this country. The daily death toll, 175 mothers, daughters, sisters, and loved ones nationwide. One death every 10 minutes. One in the time it takes to watch this film.
The numbers indicate that as many as 46,000 to 48,000 women a year will die of breast cancer, and as many as 12,000 to 15,000 women a year will die of ovarian cancer.
One sobering statistic is that by the year 2000, cancer will be the #1 killer of Americans and overtake heart disease.
But there's a new portrait developing of women diagnosed with cancer. It is a picture of survival. They don't use the word victim. These women have wiped away their tears and discovered an iron will to live.
Hi, Opal.
Good morning. How
are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fine this morning.
You ready for round
Opal
two?
has ovarian
I
cancer.
want to get behind me.
She's been a first-grade teacher for 20 years.
I'm here to say that I'm going to be one of the survivors, because I plan on fighting it to the last breath.
I'm feeling great. Isn't it coming in? Can you believe it? Thanks to you.
Like Opal, Donna's diagnosis came out of the blue.
I was diagnosed when I was 37. Thank God right now I'm 39. But it was very quick. I mean, 1 minute I was jet skiing out with friends, and a week later I was in stage 4 ovarian cancer, and they weren't sure I was going to make it through the next night. The second the doctor told me I had cancer, that reaction saved my life, because that's when I decided, no room to panic, what can we do? We're going to beat this thing.
Barbara Bradfield was just as determined to beat deadly breast cancer, but it took time and tremendous support from family and friends.
I thought I probably was going to die. I wrote that in my journal. The very first page was, I think I'm going to die. I just remember when my hair was coming out, he said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're beautiful anyway. It doesn't matter.
Well, she had to cut short, first of all, trying to postpone the inevitable. Then the wigs, and then it started to grow back. Kind of like she used to wear in college when she was an art major.
Barbara had a mastectomy, several rounds of chemotherapy, and 4 years in remission. But her breast cancer would return, along with other events that would test every ounce of her will.
My daughter, Jennifer, was killed in an automobile accident. She was 7 months pregnant with our first grandbaby. It was 1991. 1992 was when I discovered the cancer had returned again.
This time, Barbara's breast cancer had spread. X-rays showed more than a dozen new tumors in her neck and lungs. But for the first time, doctors had something to offer Barbara. They had a new treatment for Opal, the first-grade teacher, and Donna, the 39-year-old television producer with end-stage ovarian cancer. In a promising new therapy at UCLA, Opal and Donna were treated with stem cell transplants. Doctors removed their healthy bone marrow cells, freezing them away to protect them, and then gave both patients unprecedented doses of chemotherapy, hoping to kill every cancer cell. After treatment, Opal and Donna's stem cells were returned, helping them recover in record time.
They tell me that the stem cell transplant is the very best chance I have. I believe in God, and I have so many people pulling for me that there's no way I can miss.
With this type of innovative strategy for ovarian cancer, it offers her the hope that maybe we can eradicate the disease.
My father was diagnosed with cancer at the same time I was diagnosed with lung cancer, and he passed away. Right when I was in the middle of the stem cell transplant, I wasn't told. And I feel that he's watching over me, and part of the reason why I'm here today is because he cut a deal with God. And you know, he said, you take me and give her life, and I will do anything in my power to own up to that deal that he made.
In terms of Donna's prognosis, statistically, Her odds of surviving 5 years are only 5%. But seeing Donna is the inspiration for us to go on and do our work, the inspiration to keep this courageous individual healthy. We need better therapies. Bone marrow transplants, stem cells are one of those baby steps forward.
But there is a giant leap at the research bench. Doctors are unlocking the tightly held secrets of the cancer cell. It is a breathtaking discovery that has unleashed the most powerful weapon ever against deadly breast and ovarian cancer. After freezing and examining samples of cancerous breast and ovarian tumors in his lab, Dr. Dennis Slayman, director of the Revlon UCLA Women's Cancer Research Program, discovered that 1/3 of his patients carried a defective gene called HER2/neu. The HER2/neu gene signals the cancer cells to multiply wildly. He can test patients for the defective HER2/neu gene with a simple color stain under the microscope in his lab. For the first time in medical history, Dr. Slayman has developed a specific antibody treatment to block the gene's signal and stop the cancer anywhere throughout the body, dead in its tracks.
As a result of the program and what's been done with Revlon and the community support, we've been able to move this research very quickly to take it to a phase 3 program that's now going on, not just in West Los Angeles, but throughout the country and in fact throughout the world.
We are really standing on the verge of a revolution in cancer treatment. And it's so exciting to be a part of this revolution. And what's been accomplished in the Revlon UCLA Women's Cancer Research Program over the last 5 years is absolutely extraordinary. It's the first time basic science discovery has been translated into a new therapy that is actually curing patients.
Margarita Kasayan is a doctor with deadly breast cancer. She has tested positive for the HER2/neu gene and is beginning the revolutionary new treatments to save her life. The HER2/neu program requires a series of outpatient IVs, each about an hour, with none of the devastating side effects of traditional chemotherapy.
I'm very hopeful right now, yeah. I'm very hopeful about this program, to tell you the truth.
We have a lot of love, for our mom. We have a lot of love, and she's my friend, she's my best friend. We just want her to be well.
Doctors discovered that Barbara Bradfield also carried the HER2/neu gene. After treatment, she has had the most spectacular results. Doctors believe she may be cured.
She had 16 metastatic lesions throughout her lung when she came to us at the initial diagnosis. After therapy, these lesions, which you can pick up on the CT scanner here, are completely gone. This is the kind of therapy we've all been hoping for and dreaming about.
I'm very grateful for the study. I'm grateful to Dr. Slayman that he called me and pursued me and didn't let me give up, because I'm here now and I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have been.
There are other advances helping patients live through cancer. New digital technology is finding breast cancer early.
We're very excited that we're going to be participating in research on digital mammography. This new type of mammography will really bring us into the electronic age. We'll be looking at mammograms on TV screens or monitors. We'll be able to transmit this information thousands of miles. We'll be able to consult on cases with experts from all over the world. It's really an important advance.
There's been an explosion of information, an explosion of research that's just created wonderful new opportunities for our patients. And we're talking about real treatments for real people.
But the future of breast and ovarian cancer lies not in treatment, but prevention.
There is no doubt in my mind whatsoever that dietary factors are important in the development of 80% of the breast cancer that happens in countries like the United States. I also am filled with hope that we are in reasonably short order going to be able to identify those factors to prevent breast cancer from happening, and even with a little bit of luck, to treat established breast cancer.
Jane Stoll is on an experimental dietary program for recurrent breast cancer at UCLA.
It's miraculous. After only a 3-month period, that tumors are basically almost all gone.
We're excited about the whole program, and I think we're very gratified about it, but what I really want to stress is that the community in Revlon should be gratified by it, because it was their resources that really allowed a lot of this to happen.
I live each day at a time, but I know that I'm going to live to be 100.
It's wonderful. I'm here.
I want us to beat this thing in my lifetime.
We have entered a new age in cancer research. The toll has been endless hours and countless lives, but cancer cannot compete with the human spirit, and research is uncovering breathtaking discoveries, helping thousands of courageous women survive. We are standing on the edge of a new horizon where cancer is not in view. Cancer itself is falling victim to persistent knowledge and relentless pursuit. Just around the corner awaits the next missing piece of the puzzle, turning breast and ovarian cancer into a memory in our family histories that took our grandmothers, great aunts, and good friends before their time. But not our children or our children's children, not with the promises we've made and the hope that's on the horizon.